Hey everybody, Austin at Homeowners Financial. Happy Tuesday. And of course, there's so much talk about interest rates, recessions, housing crash. And I want to really focus on the first to give you the data of why things are changing and when will rates drop. When will rates drop? Now, obviously, I don't have a crystal ball. If I had a crystal ball about exactly precision on rates dropping, I would probably not be doing mortgages for a living. I'd be on CNBC or something like that, right? But we get to talk about the why to understand the when. So the why is the Fed's put too much money in the economy during COVID. Frankly, it was really poor management. My degree is in economics. I kept being like, you gotta retract. It's too much money, right? People had excess money and nothing to do, so they were buying so many consumer goods. And when that demand keeps increasing and the supply shrinks because supply chain issues, la-di-da, the prices are going to increase. So the basis that's been causing inflation is that there's too much money in the market, not enough supply, and the demand is increased. Now, this is similar for housing prices. So that's going to tagline into why I don't think that in the 805, you're going to see this drastic just damage on house prices, because people still want to live here and we have had an undersupply for decades. It is super hard to build here. It is super expensive to build here. So that supply will remain low and demand will remain high because it is beautiful, because it is a great place to live and there are a lot of good jobs here. Therefore, you won't see some crazy crash. So going back into the rate department, when are rates going to change? Well, it's essentially when we're going to see an inflation curve. As inflation decreases, you'll start to see different monetary policies from the Fed. Now, where we went too fast one direction, now it seems like we're going too fast to the other. And these drastic raises of monetary policy, of pulling back on the spending, of increasing interest rates, is giving a real shock to the system, right? It's like Pulp Fiction when they stabbed that needle in her heart and like jolted it right back up. Like, oh my gosh, wrong adrenaline, right? So if you think about it, the 10-year treasury at its lowest point in 2020 was 0.56. Today, it's open around 3.8. That is a huge difference. 3.8, you got to double it down. That's why we're seeing rates in 7 or higher in some situations. Now, why is that okay if you're still in the market and you qualify? Because, again, we don't have enough supply. So that property that we like here is most likely not going to be back for sale. With a lot of rates that are in that 2 or 3% for people that are in their houses already, there's not a motivation to sell unless they're leaving, unless they're tired of being a landlord, unless there's life events that happen in a normal market, right? You need more room, you need less room, job changes, things of that like. So rates will actually start dropping as inflation curtails. I personally think you're going to see that at around Q2 of next year, but they're not going to drop back to those super crazy lows that we saw in COVID. Take a history lesson from the 10-year treasury. It's never really been below 1.5, right? Like ever, right? That it is a once in a lifetime, most likely event. Knock on wood, because, you can't predict everything. So what I encourage you to do is buy the property if we like it, and knowing that we're going to refinance in the future. This way we secure where we need to be. We take advantage of where other people are dropping out, and we're able to actually execute to have a longer term game plan. Let me know what I can do to help you or anyone else. It's Austin at Homeowners Financial. Make it a great day.